China refuses to have a multilateral negotiation with other claimant countries of the Spratlys, Scarborough Shoal and Paracel Islands. China instead insists on bilateral talks, a strategy that plays to China's advantage as an emerging superpower, with growing military and economic advantage, to get the concession it wants from the much smaller countries. In addition, China doesn't want to internationalize the issue, and involve other parties like the United States and European Union. That will give the other claimants more leverage and backing, as this will negate whatever advantage China had, if it was to negotiate on a one-on-one basis. However, the single biggest factor that China fears most, is elevating the territorial road to the International Tribunal for the Laws of the Sea, or UNCLOS's mandated court that has the power to settle disputes between party states, that includes China and the Philippines. In January 2013, the Philippines took China to UNCLOS to challenge its so-called 9-dash claim that covers most of the sea, including waters and islands, to its neighbors. The Philippine Foreign Secretary in an interview in Manila announced that the Philippines has exhausted almost all political and diplomatic avenues for a peaceful negotiated settlement of its maritime dispute with China. We hope that the arbitral proceedings shall bring this dispute to a durable solution. The Philippines in its submission says that Chinese 1947 9-dash line is illegal. It also noted that China's claim of sovereignty and jurisdiction over the waters mentioned in its diplomatic notes it had sent to United Nations General Secretary since the time are also illegal. It also demands that China desist from unlawful activities that violate the sovereign rights and jurisdiction of the Philippines under the 1982 UNCLOS. China has refused to participate, saying the case has no legal grounds, and is widely expected to reject any outcome it does not agree with. Most international law experts believe that China knows that it is in a very difficult position to defend its territorial claim, which is mostly based on ancient history. This is the main reason why it doesn't want the case to reach the UN tribunal. The Chinese government also tried to harass the Philippines in its arbitration case against China. In October 2013, Philippine President Benigno Aquino did not attend the China-ASEAN exposition held in China despite the Philippines being the country of honor, because the Chinese government had set the condition that the Philippines drop the arbitration case it filed against China before the UN tribunal. Within the ASEAN, China is secretly trying to influence other member states to undermine Philippines' position. Behind the scenes, Chinese diplomats are telling the Philippines' ASEAN peers that the case has no merit. However, China exhibits a double standard when it comes to UNCLOS. As fast as China to ignore UNCLOS provisions to justify its claims, it is even quicker to recognize them whenever it suits their agenda. In 2009, Chinese Navy and paramilitary vessels apprehended and drove away USNS Impeccable, a U.S. surveillance ship monitoring submarine activities 75 miles off of China's Hainan Island. China security defended its action and maintained that under the UNCLOS, navigation rights in coastal countries' exclusive economic zones are subject to the resource-related and environment-related laws and regulations of the coastal state. This is exactly the same UNCLOS provision that its Southeast Asian neighbors have in their complaints against China's overarching claim within their sovereign territories.